This is Reporter Room with Jessica Della Davies.
My name is Jessica Della Davies. I'm an investigative journalist, and my job is to investigate crimes, crime scenes, and potential suspects and share with you how to do the same thing. If you haven't subscribed to Reporter Room, please do like, share, leave a comment, and know that everything I'm sharing is my opinion. With any other updates. And that release stated that no crime other than concealment of Celeste, I'm watching my words, may have occurred. But please don't say that please don't jump to that oh, he magically got away with everything. No, he didn't. Okay. They have never said that. They just said that they are where they are on this. They have to take their case beyond a reasonable doubt. They stated that no crime other than concealment of Celeste had occurred in this statement. That doesn't mean that they're done. Okay. Because they haven't released what happened to her toxicology. They haven't released the COD. The LA County District Attorney's Office has also confirmed that no case has yet been presented to their office for consideration. Now, I shared with you when I looked at the Harvey Levin from TMZ and Mark Garagos, who's a criminal defense attorney, had a live stream. I shared that with you during our last live stream. And Mark Garagos, who was with the Scott Peterson case, and the reason that I think, what they had to say is significant is because that case was made after Lacey was in the water for months and months and months. They've never been able to tell us how she passed away. They still made the case. Okay. So he says, yes, it could be difficult to prove because Celeste is no longer here to testify, but that does not mean it should not be pursued. And he's talking about a relationship between David and Celeste. Hopefully, law enforcement and the DA's office will do their job, take on a case, even if it's challenging, even if people close to Celeste are unwilling to cooperate, because it would expose their knowledge of the illegal relationship. So I've heard rumors, can't confirm this, just rumors that Neo left the country or has left the area. I don't know if he's back now, but I've heard rumors that he boogied out of here. He scrubbed all his social media and left. But that doesn't mean that it's true just because there was rumors. Okay. He said, we must prove, we will protect, we have to prove this, that we will protect children from predators. In a way, it feels like Celeste delivered some form of justice herself with her final live stream, calling out David for what he was, a child SA, right? So I'm going to put her. So let's share this. Make sure we're all looking at the same thing. So I just have seen, well, David just magically got away with everything. I'm seeing that narrative out there. No, he didn't. Okay. He did not. So this is, my sourcing on this is KTLA. So this is the article that was published on November 6th that everybody's citing. I just wanted to show you the receipts on that. The LAPD told them that this remains. So let's read what LAPD actually said, not the clickbait that we're seeing up there, but what did they actually say? The LAPD told KTLA today that the remains, and this is from, not today, this is from November the 6th, okay? That this remains an ongoing investigation. So the narrative that this is done, no charges have been filed, he magically got away with everything. You guys, that's just simply not the case. I just wanted to show you the receipts on that. The news release stands on its own. Okay, this is them saying that stands on its own. So it remains an ongoing investigation. So that doesn't mean case closed. He got away with everything. So I felt really upset when I saw people clickbaiting yesterday. I was really disappointed. And I looked for any credible sourcing. I couldn't find any. So let's put a big picture of Celeste. They went to KTLA's legal analyst, Allison Tressel, and she explained what might be surprising, that concealing Celeste in his trunk would only be a misdemeanor, and it's a violation of California Penal Code Section 152, and the maximum somebody can receive for this offense is up to 1 year in county jail and a maximum fine of $10,000. But that is not what they said. Okay, that is not what they said. They didn't say that he magically got away with everything. So that's not what they said. They just said this is where we are right now. Okay, so let's keep going because I was really frustrated just seeing how badly misinformation was going around. Maybe some people reported on it in good faith, but I also think that there was clickbaits because they got probably a lot more views than I'm going to get trying to get the truth out. Please give this a thumbs up. Please subscribe. If you're watching this on replay, please hype this video. Help me get the truth out. So that following the KTLA report, several journalists, advocates, and online commentators, just all expressed frustration that, the LAPD was not going after the relationship. But again, they didn't say, they said it's an ongoing investigation. That's why it's important to go back and read the news article instead of just giving sound bites. I was so frustrated. Steve on X, Steve Fischer, the Los Angeles private investigator, says nowhere in the press release or in any official statements has there been a mention of the investigation into the relationship with David had with Celeste. And I just want to say, just because the law enforcement hasn't mentioned it doesn't mean it's not happening. Okay. So key points. Number one, authorities found 14-year-old Celeste in David's trunk. Okay, he's not just magically going to get away with a misdemeanor. If he does, I mean, I've seen injustice happen before. When I did the Kylie Rodney case, I could not believe that nobody got charged for a 15-year-old being given alcohol. And she drove herself into that lake, and nobody got charged for that. And I know they had to have known who did it. So I've seen people get away with stuff before. But in this case, this wasn't accidental. Celeste didn't climb in that trunk, wrap herself in plastic in multiple pieces. Okay, that did not happen. The LAPD and the district attorney just haven't announced anything. And I think the keywords in that article, for the people who took the time to read it, are so far, an ongoing investigation. Those are both key in the article that everybody's claiming says David's magically getting away with this. He's not. I can understand why people feel frantic. I get it. But I am not giving up hope on this, and I don't think you guys should either. So over the past 2 months, the LAPD have continued to investigate how Celeste ended up in the front trunk of David's Tesla. They just aren't telling us anything that they got. So let's talk about and again, David is innocent until proven guilty, but I am just adamant that this is let's go through their September 29th statement. It said it remains unclear. This is LAPD. It remains unclear whether there's any criminal culpability beyond putting her in the trunk. Concealing her is the concealment, is the charge of her and body concealment. The department added that it's robbery and homicide division. Okay, so this is a homicide division looking into this, quote, continues to examine every aspect of this case to uncover the truth and seek justice for Celeste Rivas and her family. It's not we're giving up and we're not charging him. That's not what they said. They said that they continue to examine every aspect of this case to uncover the truth. Now, I understand why people have, suspicions about the LAPD. I understand why people are upset. But the statement says that the LAPD is standing by its statement. And I understand why, Steve Fisher is upset. He knows who was driving the Tesla. And I'm like, this is not anything against Steve Fisher. I'm all in on Steve Fisher and the work that he is doing on this case. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. It's free and it helps me out a lot. Thank you so much for watching, and drop me a comment in the comment section below. I can't wait to hear what you think about all of this. See you next time.